Because I have a dream. My poor little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
50 years ago this April, Dr. King's voice of justice, equality, and nonviolence was silenced by an assassin's bullet.
Because I have a dream today.
But his inspiration and legacy live on. He once said, "Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others?" The individuals and organizations we honor today clearly understand Dr. King's call and are answering by making dramatic improvements in the lives of so many others. We celebrate the content of their character.
Hello everyone, I'm Tamara Banks. Welcome to the 2018 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Business Awards, where we honor 6 inspirational individuals and organizations, as well as pay tribute to one of our civil rights pioneers, Reverend Dr. James D. Peters Jr.
This year marks the 33rd anniversary of this event. In 1986, 2 years after the passage of House Bill 1201, that established Dr. King's birthday as a holiday in Colorado, Mrs. Wilma J. Webb founded the Martin Luther King Jr. Business Social Responsibility Awards. This gave the business community an opportunity to honor the memory of Dr. King Jr. and reaffirm our commitment to the values he taught us. 3 years ago, the name of the award was shortened to the Martin Luther King Jr. Business Awards. A total of 233 individuals, corporations, and nonprofit organizations have received this meaningful award. Today, we add 7 more names to this prestigious list. In 1996, when it became clear that the 31-year reign of Indonesian President Muhammad Suharto was coming to an end, Harry Budi Hartza immigrated to the United States when he was 12 years old. In 2000, he became a U.S. citizen and now serves as CEO of the Asian Pacific Development Center in Aurora, supporting immigrant and refugee families from all over the world.
We provide a variety of services, such as mental health services, primary care, adult education, which includes English classes, citizenship classes, job program, youth program, victim assistance, and then health equity workshops for the community as well.
He is the former president of the Mile High Japanese American Citizens League, JACL, the first non-Japanese to serve in that role. The organization stood with the Muslim community at last year's Denver Parade in support of anti-discriminatory rhetoric.
As an immigrant myself, I know what it's like to have to flee your country, come to a better place, and then rely on the kindness of your neighbors and your community to help you adjust and prosper.
Since 1976, Colorado Enterprise Fund has grown to become a leading statewide nonprofit lender and community development financial institution.
Over that time, we've loaned out over $68 million in capital to over 2,100 businesses here in Colorado. On average, our loans will vary, but the average is around 11 jobs per loan that are either created or maintained by the businesses that we make loans to.
Since 2013, CEF has seen a 111% increase in loans to minority-owned businesses, 72% increase in loans to low-income borrowers, and a 36% increase to women entrepreneurs.
The fact is that minority businesses have been disadvantaged, and we wanted to be a catalyst for being able to help them on that ladder of opportunity of owning their own business.
CEF also advises businesses to help them become successful. A distinguished leader in the Denver business and Hispanic communities, Z. Ferrafino personifies the American dream.
It was great because this is the best country in the world. The first thing I did is I registered to vote because I never had the opportunity in Bolivia to vote because we had dictatorships.
A native of Bolivia, Z first came to the United States in 1968 thanks to an exchange student program awarded by the U.S. Air Force. In 1976, he proudly became a U.S. citizen. Z owned his first business, Denver Fine Furniture, for more than 25 years.
At the beginning, I was a janitor in the morning. I was a salesman after 9 o'clock. After 6 o'clock, I was a delivery man.
Z added other companies to his portfolio. He is now the owner and CEO of KBNO Spanish Radio. He co-founded the Denver Hispanic Chamber of Commerce in 1976. And Z loves politics.
Politics is in my blood. I was lucky, to get invited to the White House with President Obama. Then I was a lucky immigrant, to give, my business card to the President Clinton. That was a dream for me.
When his 10-year-old son Robbie succumbed to cancer, Z founded Robbie's Friends to help kids with cancer.
Robbie believed, to get cured from cancer, you gotta enjoy life. You gotta have things to do. And he says, that's the only way to get cured. And we follow that.
Growing up in Denver, Jake Gilmore earned an architectural engineering degree from the University of Colorado. 20 years ago, he founded Gilmore Construction Corporation.
We started small. We did housing developments. We did clients that we already knew. And then we just built it slowly and steadily.
Understanding the importance of cultivating future engineers, Jake has been involved with Junior Engineers Tomorrow Scientists, JETS, a program to prepare middle and high school students for careers in science, technology, engineering, and math.
We do a project where we bring in kids and we commit to about a 20-week program where we teach them what we do.
Jake serves on the board of Venture Prep, a free, rigorous public charter school that now has a 100% graduation rate.
We want the kids to understand you can be talented, there can be some talent in there, but there's a lot of hard work behind people that are talented.
Since 2000, Jake and his company have supported almost 60 community organizations. Established in 2011, the Kitchen Community is the philanthropic arm of the Kitchen family of restaurants headquartered in Boulder.
Kimball Musk, our founder and visionary, has this true passion for food. He really believes in real food for everyone. So he developed this concept that actually was scalable, that was actually able to reach as many kids as possible and designed to change the food system and change the way kids are being educated about food.
That innovative program, called the Learning Gardens, focuses on science, nutrition, and more. The Kitchen Community reaches nearly 250,000 students around the country at 450 schools. Their ambitious goal is to reach 1 million students in 1,000 schools by 2020. Learning Gardens are in some of the largest school districts in the country, with over 80% free and reduced lunch programs. After working for 14 years at the Community College of Denver, ending as the Dean of Student Development and Retention, Dr. Ryan Ross became Regional Manager for Mobilization for Washington, D.C.-based American Petroleum Institute. He focuses on STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, awareness for women, minorities, and veterans.
When you have a STEM-based background, critical thinking happens, your ability to comprehend things happens. And so making the transition from the community college to the American Petroleum Institute to have this STEM-based focus and really advocate for women, veterans, and minorities to increase STEM access and have access to the energy industry has been a tremendous treat.
Ryan also leads the Urban Leadership Foundation of Colorado, which concentrates on diversifying boards and commissions while inspiring the next generation of African American leaders. Ryan's numerous community activities have included regional president of the educational advocacy organization Aspire and trustee of J.K. Mullen High School.
Being a trustee at Mullen is a really unique experience. I got a world-class education, but I also got some real in-your-face racism and some other things, and so I really learned about the world there. And now, being a professional coming back, sitting as a trustee, I'm able to share those experiences. I'm able to advocate for students.
In 2007, we began honoring pioneers in the civil rights movement with the Trailblazer Award. The 12th winner of this prestigious award is Reverend Dr. James D. Peters, Jr.
The son of a baseball player, Dr. Peters' journey began in Washington, D.C. He grew up poor, but he grew up in the church.
My mother was the one who was always in church and always my mentor and always proud of me. And I was in plays and programs, never thinking I'd be a preacher, of course.
He first met Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. in 1957. Dr. Peters shared the pulpit with Dr. King more than 50 times, and they stood together, facing guns and dogs during marches and civil rights demonstrations in the South.
It was easy because I had this commitment that I had to do something. When Martin came along, talking about nonviolence and talking about how we could do these things, and I went to a meeting in 1957 in Memphis, Tennessee, where Martin spoke and made an appeal for people who really wanted to be up close. I signed up as one of them.
He joined the March on Washington on August 28, 1963, where Dr. King delivered his immortal "I Have a Dream" speech.
It was amazing. I first heard that speech in Detroit on the third Sunday in June of '63. It was so effective, and it fit so well with all that he had done. And he put together the whole struggle, step by step. It was just an amazing speech. I listen to it about once a month, even now.
Dr. Peters spoke at a memorial for Dr. King Jr. shortly after his assassination, encouraging young people.
And I said, Martin Luther King has laid the way. You can do anything. You can be the mayor of this city, the governor of this state, the president of the United States. Martin Luther King laid the path. I didn't think it would ever happen in my lifetime at all, but it did.
After ministering to congregations in Connecticut and Virginia, Dr. Peters became pastor of Denver's New Hope Baptist Church in 1979 and led the congregation for 28 years. Dr. King's memorable words of love, hope, and compassion have clearly stirred the souls of the individuals we honor today with the 2018 Martin Luther King Jr. Business Awards. We celebrate the content of their character and applaud their efforts to make life better for so many people in Colorado.
Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last.